I'm a Valuable Gamers Macho Skater here, and today I am doing a Draw My Life today, for 250 subscribers. So anyway, let's get on with the drawing. But also, before I say anything, the reason I'm not speeding this up is only because I don't know, I'm not quite there yet. But yeah, plus it's not really quite my speed yet. So I'm just gonna give out major events in my life, and just draw them normal speed. So I hope y'all enjoy. Alright, so it all first started off whenever I was just born. Me right here. I got a little hat right here, and usually that's what babies have. This is actually me right here. Burnt I was, this is me right here. And pretty much, yep. That's how I'm starting this off. So things about what I started off is that basically whenever I was a baby, my parents would always drop me off at a daycare. Like a daycare, kind of like this. Here's the front doors, there's actually one thing about this daycare though. So how it was that basically there's basically like four groups in it. The babies, who are basically like the youngest. They always stayed in the nursery. The toddlers. And the toddlers, basically we were all in one room most of the time. Like usually we were just playing and all that, but usually we actually also like had so we also had usually we watch Dora a lot, Dora the Explorer. We usually watch cartoons and all that, like on Nickelodeon. Then you also had the pre-K people. So we were actually in another room, and then basically I wasn't there. Basically I wasn't there was that I wasn't there was that, I wasn't there was that, it was just like the next grade in the school, in the daycare. We did a lot of stuff too, and like we learned about some here. Basically, we actually learned, we actually started getting an education and all that, like at an early age. But then, last but not least, was the after schoolers. And I'm gonna give you all some more details on these. Alright, so the babies. Branch is run by in the nursery. It was run by a African American lady called Miss Tony. She was actually really cool though. And toddlers, like I said, basically, so basically, a toddler is basically, we were still sort of like children and all that. So we weren't actually getting an education yet, so it was kind of like a mix between baby and babies and being pre-K. For the pre-K people, so basically like for 30 minutes every day, we would have to sleep. Like we had to take naps and all that. But we also had to do art. We did a lot of stuff. Now the after schoolers, we actually had a schedule each week. So basically on Monday, basically on Monday and Fridays we went to the pool outside. Because my daycare had a pool for the after schoolers. And then usually we'd also go every day while the pre-K people were asleep, we got to watch movies. But then on Tuesdays we always went to Peter Pepper Pizza. And then that's usually it. But we also had a teacher. We actually had man, I don't quite remember what his name was. Yeah. But now, what does that have to do with my life? Well, basically, it was like this. So when I was a baby in the nursery, I met my first ever friend, Mateo. Here's me, and here's Mateo. And yeah, sorry my drawings aren't too good right now, because I never directly done draw my life before, and plus this is kind of rushed, so I can fit it on a timely manner. So yeah, this was me. This was Mateo. The thing about Mateo was that he was actually my first ever best friend in life. Oh, basically we wouldn't, so basically it was like this. So basically we actually grew up together in there. Like we actually went from being babies and we made it all the way to being after schoolers. Yeah, it was actually quite fun with them. Even though the thing is that, so the thing is about being in pre-K, I was always, the thing was that I was always peeing everywhere. At least like, yeah, it was kind of tough at that time. Being an after schooler, so basically it's like this, so I always was with him during the year. Then during the summer, he went to summer camp, like every year. So basically I did this all until I went to school, or started school, which is actually the next big step in my life. Let me erase all this first. Y'all can probably just skip over the parts where I'm drawing. There we go. Okay, so then I started elementary school at I started elementary school, so basically like this. So basically in kindergarten, pretty much I was still peeing all over the rug and all that. Like say I got a rug here, I was like right here, wet spot. Yeah. But then during kindergarten, I stopped peeing everywhere. So thank goodness. So in kindergarten, I had to make a fresh start. Usually I didn't have too many friends. Since usually I was the unliked kid. Like usually I was a kid right here. I was usually happy, but the thing is, everyone usually didn't like me. See, everyone didn't like me, and this was basically, usually it's just kind of through all of elementary school. I was the kid that usually no one really ever liked. Like, I was the weird one. Like, sure, I was always a good student, except academically. Like, usually, like, I always started off good, like maybe A's and B's during school year, like, during the first 6 weeks. Except in my elementary school, we actually had 4 9 weeks. So that's how it was. So then, next thing so back to my grades, So basically, through all of my school career, except till today, which is my junior year in high school, basically, I'd always start off with this. Then throughout the year, my grades would go down, like sometimes like even to F's. But then in the last couple of weeks, bam, I would get good grades again. That's how it was all until this year. Okay, let's see here. Okay, So yeah, that's sort of what it was like in elementary school. I also in elementary school, like every time school was over, usually I had to wait for my parents in prime time. That's what we call, basically like in that. Yeah, basically in that, pretty much, it's basically like kids that had to stay at school, like every day, like friends, like they had to wait for their parents to get off work and all that. So usually the YMCA was there. And oh yeah, let me check my time. Alright, 10 minutes or so. I guess, yeah, the YMCA would be there, and then, so yeah, so yeah, so the thing was that I was going through prime time from kindergarten all the way to 4th grade. Until in 5th grade, I can finally start riding the bus home. But, I okay, yeah, so, anyway, yeah, so now, let's get into middle school. So in middle school, pretty much, that is the time when I felt unaccepted. Yeah, considering pretty much my old friend Max, pretty much, yeah, me and him broke up. Wait. Yeah, I won't say his last name though, but I'm pretty sure many of you actually know who Max is. But yeah, so all I'll say about Max is that, like through elementary school, yeah, so ever since I didn't see Mateo anymore, basically Max moved into my neighborhood. Sorry, I keep stuttering. So yeah, so yeah, basically it was like this. Max plus me in middle school equals none, because we did not add up at all in middle school. So now, thing is about middle school, that's when I started asking out girls and all that. Like first I started out, like in 6th grade, I asked out a girl named Grace. Except like I was like right here. I was like right here. She was way over here, leaving the school, and I was yelling out, "Grace, will you go out with me?" And then you know what she did? She ran away. Yep, just ran from there. And then I got on the bus. I started crying. So yeah, so yeah, so there's actually a few more things about middle school for me, and I'd say, pretty in middle school, the reason I say I felt kind of unaccepted as long as I felt like I didn't fit in. Yeah, see, I didn't feel like I fit in. And yes, it's kind of a joke here, fit is in the circle. Yeah. Sorry, that's probably a bad joke. Am I okay, so yeah, but just like this. So yeah, so I didn't really feel like I fit in. I still had friends like from elementary school, but it was still another fresh start for me. Yeah, but then I started making new friends, like I had one named Israel, man, I also had one named RJ, many people, but like I said before, even with grades, I started off great, and then I started failing classes throughout the year, and then I'm back to passing. Any cynicism? Yeah. So yeah. But then in high school, that's when things started getting good. So it started in my freshman year. I was in the gym. I was singing a song called Milk and Cookies. So so I was sitting right here on the bench in the locker room. I was singing Milk and Cookies by Toad and Ray Cheesy. But then Indian boy named Gopal. This is sort of like how I would probably draw his turban. Then he got me on Snapchat, like with his phone right here. He started recording. He put on Snapchat, and then everyone in the gym started calling me MC Cookie. So I was a little bit popular in school, just a little, and but then it started in my sophomore year. Then it started in my sophomore year, there's also even another thing. So also throughout all this time, I was in Boy Scouts. First, I started off in Cub Scouts. I always stayed on the right path. Like right now, I'm pretty much a Life Scout. I'm almost towards an Eagle. And yes, it's probably a poor interpretation of an eagle. Sorry. And yes, like I said, I never quite drew an eagle before. So, please don't get offended. But I'm almost towards an eagle, so I forgot to say this earlier. I forgot to say this, I forgot to mention that earlier, but alright, so then on to my sophomore year. So, in my sophomore year, pretty much, I still felt like a matter, but also another thing. So, in my freshman year, on September 8th, so on September 8th, I believe, let's see here. So on September 8th, 2014, I believe, that is when I actually felt accepted. Only because, this is actually before I became MC Cookie and all that, but that is when I joined the herd. So I joined the herd, bronies, and yes, then Bridge, that time I actually felt like I belonged with someone. Like I actually belonged somewhere. And I was now on to my sophomore year then. Alright, so on my sophomore year, I was in my class. I was in my English class, like in first period. So then I was reading a poem. I was reading a poem for class, and then basically I was saying that I wish I had more subscribers on YouTube because I only had like 2. I only had like 1, and I told my teacher that I wanted to at least get 10 by the end of the year, cause I want to get 10 by the end of the year, so yeah, I told her I wanted to get more by the end of the year, but then she put my name on, then she put Macho Skater on the board, and then everyone started subscribing to me, and yeah, this is actually whenever my channel was still pretty young, it was still pretty young. It wasn't exactly new because I had it for at least a year, but all I did was just upload TF2 videos at that time. And usually, they usually got barely any views. They usually got like no views whatsoever, but usually I just didn't care. I just wanted to put myself out to the world. Then Brent goes like this. So then Brent goes like this. So then after she put my name, after she put Macho Skater out there, like to say subscribe to me, that's when subscribers started going up. Like, it started skyrocketing on my channel, and and then by the end of the year, I had like over 100 subscribers. Well, I scratched that, 150, because I didn't get to 200 yet until I think like during the summer of my sophomore year. And now, where does this lead me to today in my junior year? First let me erase all this. So anyway, my little gamers, so how it ended in my junior year is that, all I can say is that pretty much I'm actually now at 277, and 270 subs, so yeah. So anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed this here video, and I'll see y'all at 300 once I get there. So anyway, again to my friends, Macho Skater, signing out till next time.